place is an individual. It's not a link to other temples. It's by itself.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Dao Talks. Today we have a very special episode because we have not one but two Wudang Kung Fu Masters, Shifu Zhou like usual, and today we have Master Bing as well. So welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for a pleasure.
A pleasure. I said, okay, first I'm beginning. I talk a little bit. Yes, everyone say who the master kind of like, Master Bing is all training in the same school. As kind of like older than me. He like early me like a few years in the Gong Fu school. Also, Master Bing, my student supposed to call, because he a little bit older, supposed to call Master Bing called Shibo. If Master Bing student, supposed to call me like a Shishu, like that. Yeah. Also, it's trick because the life is too much stuff to do, too busy. And Master Bing, and we like a few years ago, I met Master Bing in Boston. It's like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I think.
Yes, we met twice in Boston, right? We met in a restaurant. Yeah, in Chinatown. That's once. I think there's another time somewhere in near Boston.
Yes. Also, you take then later. You know what? It's last year. I was visit China. I come back. Then I ran. We ran the same airplane. I was in Beijing. He said, "Hey, ask me name." Wow! Then we
meet on an airplane.
Something like how many? Maybe 13 hours. We on some plane, like talks. Very nice.
That's awesome. Do you two remember meeting each other for the first time on Wudang? It must have been a long time ago.
That's 1995. 1995你是95年到武当山吗
I think it's 1994. I was
94. I see.
1994. Yeah.
How old were you?
It's a little bit tricky being, Master Bing. So I was in Wudang. You give me, you give me like, I remember like a whole, you give me the imagination, something like that. I was stretched my leg. I saw you from the Purple Temple. Then come to the side. You just walk and come to this side. Come to the Gong Fu school. It's my first time I saw you. Also, this time, who teacher me, Ming Dao Master Ming Dao
Ming
Dao. Another teacher. And he's teaching me class. We just there. Okay, this must have been I think in the Gong Fu team in Purple Temple. Yeah, I think.
Yes. 1994, yes. I went inside the temple was in 1995.
Yes, you out of the temple 95.
Yeah.
It's a trick. Like it's in Wudang it's very, very nice, very, very beautiful. The Gong Fu school with the temple, everything's very, very good. I remember, also Master Bing. This time, 1995, Master Bing also a teacher in the school. I went to there. I was in school. The first I went to there as another like it's okay, like a senior student. Because not have a lot of students. We call it like my also a Kung Fu brother called Gao. He leads the class, the first class. I was another senior student teacher us. Then later as Ming Dao as another master, like a brother. We in the school we don't have like a coach something or like a Kung Fu brother teacher the youngest, all like that. I think yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 师兄教师弟。
师兄教师弟，师兄教师弟 yeah. Brother teacher, young brother. The master Zhong is the big master. He usually he's in the temple, purple temple. He's kind of like a lot of stuff to do, as a kind of big manager in the temple, and a lot of work, do a lot of stuff. So usually sometimes he come just check, okay, talking with the Samuel, the teacher, there Samuel or some just teacher, the Shixiong, just talk with the Shixiong. Hope he teach the class there. And so for us, nothing. I'm just like a youngest, nothing there. Yeah. As I'm in mind, because Master Bing also later as 1995, imagine very, very, we read each other, it's a long, long time because you are the temple, you teach the class. Also lead me for your class, I think. As leader, I remember, yeah.
I was teaching there's maybe 3 grade in our class, like the advanced, and the medium class, and the beginner class.
Yeah.
So in 95, I don't remember, maybe I was teaching the beginner class.
But I remember sometimes, some teacher not there, you also lead all the team, all the group, sometimes.
Yeah, I teach the advanced group too. So.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, like Gao Shixiong as a brother Gao. Sometimes he's not there. You just lead everybody do that. Yeah.
So every week we went to the mountain to get the wood, for fire, right?
Firewood.
Or cook. Firewood, yes.
Kind of firewood.
Do you cook all your own food at the temple? Or
we cook.
You cooked it all?
Yeah, we 2 of the students cook.
Oh, okay.
Usually the school kind of like not like a scholarship, kind of like a that. Some students they if they don't have money, they can come be a cook. They cook to the school for all the students, but they can no need to pay the tuition and no need to pay the pay all the fee. Either the food no need to pay. Then another time they can practice. They also can learn from the school. It's kind of like that.
Okay, so like a work study is what we call that in English.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a work study program.
So usually because of fireworks, there we also burn the firewood in the mountain. Like each year, after summer, everybody have to go to the mountain, pick it up, cut the firewood, like burn to the school. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally we pick the dry wood, the dead branch from the trees. We not allowed to use a knife. Everybody just get the dry wood from the mountain.
Yeah. But sometimes okay, maybe. Yeah.
So what did you two both come to study Kung Fu on Wudang Mountain for? Do you remember your original idea, why you came there?
For me, I came Wudang 1992. Actually, was my father. My father made a decision for me. So wanted me to come visit Wudang. Visit my uncle. My master actually is my uncle. So visit my uncle. If I like to train Kung Fu with my uncle, then I stay Wudang. If I don't like to train Kung Fu, then I go back to my father to learn the Chinese medicine. So my father is a Chinese doctor.
Okay.
When I came Wudang, I was so beautiful. Wudang everywhere. Then the temple is so beautiful. Then the Chinese martial arts. I like the Kung Fu brothers. So I decided to stay there. I don't want to go back to my small village. It's so small. If I learn the Chinese medicine, I feel like I will be trapped in a small village. In Wudang is a bigger world, so I like to stay in Wudang. That's how I started train Kung Fu.
Okay.
So for Master Zhou, my story is very, very tragic. I not say like a trick, because my family also is my father mother is from another town, like also kind of like in China, also like immigration, not really, also kind of like immigration from another, not like a state, another town, come to my mother live. They just moved to that town. So this time, in the town. Town the people they have a lot of politics also. We call the last name. They have a like bigger family. They know like the immigration. I always have a problem with my family. This is my mother, my father just like always, always and just push my father down. Either my father want to build a house. My father built a house, a very nice house. Like all the village, they just go there. They're pushing the house down like that. It's crazy. Then my mother like, oh my gosh, it's difficult. My older also, I'm not good student in the school. Very very bad. So I can study. For me it's difficult. And fourth grade, I finished fourth grade. Also, I now have money pay the tuition. Then I go home. Then I go home. I have to stay home, because I don't have money pay tuition. As teacher every day say, why you not pay money? Everybody just I will push it. Why you not pay money? You supposed to go home. I said, okay, so feeling like so shame. I just like, okay, go back home. Like a second year, my father so unhappy and worried about it. It's just like a village. We like Master Bing, like a small village. If you don't have some skills for life, for living, they can you don't have any vision for future. They don't know what happened to kids. Then you have to do something for future. Okay, you're not good for that. Then now you go home, you can stay there like that. Then they borrow money from all the relatives, around like $2,000. Then I just like that day, I was working on the field, with my mother. I just like plant the plant and something like stuff. I don't know. My father just like walking there. Hey, with me. I said, what doing? My mother said, oh, your father wants to send you go to Wudang Mountain, study Kung Fu. I said, really? I saw my mother cry because I was just like 13 years old, just my. I just 13 years old. But my father and mother is difficult. I said, okay. I just like follow me. Go home, pocket like a little bit of stuff, just follow my father. Yeah. Then went to Wudang. Yeah. Like that. Then went to Wudang. Of course, the Wudang, can I say the training is difficult, very difficult for the first, second weekend. With the leg, oh my God! I think Master Bing also remember that. The leg very, very pain. I told you
cannot walk.
Yes, you cannot walk. I go bathroom. We have to sit down in the bathroom. I have to like put on the wall and slow it down. I go back. I go to bed. I have to like that. Because in the class we Shixiong, Gao Shixiong. There's like a brother Gao is kind of like teacher, the coach there, manager there. He always have a stick. You have to practice. You have to, you go to the class, you forgot the hard. Because you have a stick. If you know hard, work hard, it give you a stick. You have to work hard. Like we just forgot, very stressed, like work. And always out of the class. Either we go eating food like that. We're so hungry, have to eat food, like keep it 1 week. So difficult.
Master Bing, do you remember the stick too? Was this something that you still remember?
I don't know, Master Bing.
Me, not so bad because I don't remember. No, they beat me. They hold a stick. They didn't never beat me.
Because you're different. Okay, you're Master Zhong's you Master Zhong's nephew, yeah, the kind of nephew.
Yeah, nephew. Also, I was close friend to Gao Weilin already.
The Gao.
So somehow, yeah. So we met earlier. We are 2 years. We 2 years already. So we like we're very close friend already. They not see us a younger student.
Yeah, for me that's so serious.
Don't see me. Yeah.
I was remember, some, also this is a little bit of trick, that sometimes we smoking just for fun, there because of school they know they smoking. Another student just talk, hey brother, go, someone smoking. I'm just like for fun, they just like bring the stick, yo, come down, boom, boom, 3. You have to like, oh my gosh, sometimes you just eating the food because we talking about the food. As absolutely the food is so. If you know you're thinking about, I know it's disgusting. It's so difficult to eat. If you know you think about the food, I feel like before you're hungry, you don't have a choice. Okay. That's my time. It's like so difficult for me. Sometimes you can't finish. You just throw away, the food. Then someone talking about someone threw the food. Like come there. Why you threw the food? You're raising the food. Boom, boom. Another 3. Also, so difficult for me. Like a few times I want to go back home, but I told my father, my father, no, you can't go home. You have to keep it. You have to do it. You have to give your family face. You have to give everyone face. Whatever how hard, you will learn that. You will gather something for your future. I don't have a choice. I have to stay. Of course, I think Master Bing, because also remember a lot of students ran away. Just a couple of 3 weeks, all ran away. Blood.
Oh, it was too hard. They ran away.
Because it's too hard. Yeah, it's like difficult for the student can handle it.
Yeah. So if it was
Go Weilin. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go Weilin was very strict. Go Weilin was very strict.
Yeah, yes.
Very strict. You want to see more about that?
I remember. Yeah, now I remember. Yes. But I was like, he's a teacher. His position is a teacher. My position is also a teacher already. So I don't feel that like he's very strict to me. But when Master Zhou says that, now I remember Go Weilin was very strict to the beginner, the new student.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very strict. And so that's good. I learned a lot. It's maybe for that, it's a part is good. For my personality, that's time. The stick is. I think the stick is good for me. If I no stick, probably I'm very, very lazy. Probably like, I don't want to do it. It's too hard. I also remember Master Bing. I remember one morning. We always raining. The morning always raining on the mountain.
Yes. Yes.
We always raining mountain. Always I can't go to the top. Always you say, it's okay, we just raining. If you can't, you just like go there. I remember the one morning you have the stick. You saw everybody have the raining on the top. You just go to back. Someone slowly you give the stick. You in my bag. I just like I can walk raining for the first one. Go to top.
You mean go to the crowd reach the Wuyalin?
Crawl to mountain. Yeah. I remember usually you like a soft, like go like a brother go. He's usually like he's lazy. He not like raining. He not want to raining. Usually raining is just another teacher do it. Sometimes Master Bing, sometimes another brother, kind of like a good brother, just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes Yin. You mean Yin Chang?
Yin Qiang, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yin Qiang, Yin Shiyong, we call Yin Shiyong, brother Yin. He's also a very, very nice guy, but sometimes his also is not like an emotion, good, bad mood, school. Sometimes very, very good, but, also we talk about the master room, he usually not. And some day he just come here, he feeling not good, he angry for everything. Why you do that? Why you do this? All the brother like so bad mood. Everyone so bad mood. So you have to be careful. If you do something later wrong, he just like punch you. They stick so, do that, Always, all the brothers have a good mood. We do it, practice. Every someone met the Master Zhong, is that always come back like, oh my gosh, always because they push a lot, sometimes they push a lot. Why you do that? Why you do this? Like a church, you have to do that. Have to do that. Always like everybody have bad mood, come back. Then the bad mood, what do they do? As a student, if you no lesson or no do good job, everybody like anger out. All the like the Gong Fu brother do the stuff like. I remember this part. I think Master Bing have the experience.
I pin.
You have the experience because if always is good, if you go meet Master Zhong as a Zhong Shifu, if you meet your uncle, always have bad mood because he always,
He were always very strict.
The talk now, do that. It's so fun, yeah. Wudang is fun. We have a lot of good memory, a lot of bad memory, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So the good memory is really sometimes together have a very, very good. Everybody together. Practice, sometimes together hiking, take a picture, always a lot of stuff, the activity sometimes. Also we was training in Wudang. We not have a vacation day. Not like a half a weekend. We maybe 10 days, maybe 15 days, maybe 20 days. When feeling the student are very, very tired, they say, okay, you can take a 1 day break. Then sometimes the holiday, come, okay, take 2 days, most just 1 day. The holiday, like our Chinese 家餐, I don't know, they cook a special food, with a big wok, then cook a lot of meat, all the stuff, and then have a beer. Everybody can drink 1 bottle of beer. So good. Then everybody together, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And everybody were always looking for go to the mountain to pick up firewood.
Because
everybody, it's like a break for us. When we go up the mountain to pick up the firewood to carry it back to the school, that's like a bigger break for the training.
So the hiking was much easier than the training. Yeah.
Yes.
The firewood.
Hiking and carry the firewood back is no problem. It's better than the training.
What was the hardest part of training? Do you two remember?
The hardest part, one of them is the kick. It's you just do the 1 kick for 100 times. The kick, like the same kick, and it take a lot of energy. Like the same kick do 100 times, 200 times.
Yeah. For me, it's all the kick is okay because they have a stick. You do it, you're not feeling tired because you feel so strong. Just do it. After the class, you're feeling tired. For me, the more tired is what's training, not like a training. And before have a performing. Sometimes they have tomorrow you have the performing. Like afternoon you have performing. Then when you all the team performing. First, you have the team. Everything is perfect. It's good. Then Master Zhong, they go there. Just say, okay, do the performing, do the form. Very, very tired. He said, no good. Again, not give you break. Again, again. You just like that. No, not good. This is not good. Do again. Sometimes the Qigong form, you guys know the Qigong form. We can 20 times, never stop. Maybe just in the middle. Maybe 2 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, like that. She talk a little bit, again, talk a little bit, again. I remember I have 1 student, just run over 10 times the form, then I just throw up. Because too fast, too tired. I remember one. I just do, then goes, oh my gosh, throw up because it's so tired, That's the hard part. If I have performing before, they have to I don't know how to say. They have to make the team everything good, form everything good. on the everything everything online,
Yeah, to make it perfect.
I know Master Bing, remember that or not?
Yeah. Always want to fast, quick. So, yeah, those make it tired. When you're tired, you need a break. You need a 1 or 2 minute break, and then do it again. But when your energy is not coming back, you still again you go for it again. Yeah, those are very hard.
Yeah, 20 times through Jiben. That must be like a half hour to like straight. That's
yeah, it's full speed.
Yeah.
Then a lot of time when the pain you stay on the leg on the shoulder, the pain you need a massage, warm it up, then you can do the form. A lot of time is you don't have those time. You still pain still there. Then you still go full speed to do the form. That's another pain thing.
Yeah. That sounds really difficult. Was there ever a point during training, you said you only have 1 or 2 days off. Was there ever a point where you're not tired and not sore on the time on the mountain?
On top of sometimes, okay, when Master Zhong is not on the mountain for 2 weeks, then the teacher will maybe take it easier. Then those 2 weeks, not so sore, not pain.
Yeah. So for me, the most of the time, I think morning. I think around like 5:30. Yeah, get up. So around 5:30, 6, we have to go there. Then the training. I remember. So it's always like a morning training after breakfast, then training again. Then afternoon, we have like a 4-5 hour, take break, sleeping. For me, always like, oh my God, sleeping like a pig. I never get up. Always like before food, I hear the food, dong, 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 dong for food. Okay, like we eat food. Like a couple times, I remember I didn't hear anything. When I go there, everybody finished the food. Then someone, have a little bit of food, I gonna eat. Like a food. I remember 2 times, So most of the time we say like a vacation. They say, okay, the vacation, like 1 day, But the 1 day most we sleeping. After 2 days, maybe like a half a day, we watching the movie or something like that. Sometimes like that. We go Wudang. Yes, we like to hiking because it's very fun for us. Pick the firewood. It's also as difficult later. I don't know why. So later that we also go pick up the firewood. It's the break time. What's break time? Morning we have to practice. After breakfast we have to practice. We supposed to take a break like afternoon, like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. We supposed to take a break. But this time the master okay, this time go to pick a firewood. Everybody like this time go pick up the firewood. Then go back eating dinner, still have to practice. I remember that. I don't know, Master Bing,
Yeah.
You remember that or not?
Yes, that's all happened a lot.
Yeah. So difficult.
What were some of the better memories? What are, for example, maybe your favorite thing that you were practicing on the mountain, or your favorite times? Do you have any memory of those?
Favorite times is the break. It's not just a totally break. Then we can go anywhere, go to temples, go to the other temples, or go to the Purple Heaven Temple with the Kung Fu brothers.
Yeah. It's the one part, it's take a break. Usually in the morning, get up, we just like Samuel Wuest, okay, we take a picture, a group, rent a camera to take a picture, different temple, visit a different temple, talking to the priest, like that. Then come back, we sleeping, sometimes sleeping, get up, take a shower, the the best time is walking on the walking on the road. They have the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very nice. So good. After everybody, either sing a song
And,
like that. Yeah.
And the road is on the cliff. It's very open on the other side, so you can look far away the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds beautiful.
Because for the master, I think a master Bing that time, in the Kung Fu school, I don't know if I have a sister, Kung Fu sister or not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was there, have like a car, always every year keep like a 2 Kung Fu sister. It's also we have a good time. Sometimes just with the Kung Fu sister together. In the Wudang they have a lot of strawberry, the berries. I think. Bing, you remember?
Yes,
the berries.
Yeah. Yes. The wild berry. The wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of berries. Sometimes with the Kung Fu sister, okay, together go pick up the berries. It's the winter. It's also is good. I remember it's all the group. Yeah.
So with all the trips to the temples and other things, how did growing up on Wudang Mountain with his Daoist history and everything like that, how did that affect your Kung Fu training or how you look at your training?
Yeah, when we see the temples, talk to the monks, we definitely learn something, but we cannot put in word what we learned. We see, yeah.
That's the same like we say all the priests practice Kung Fu, but some priests also they practice like Tai Chi and Kung Fu. Also some priests they very nicely. They also love Kung Fu. Sometimes they talk about the Kung Fu, talking about the, a lot of different stuff. It's the topic, sometimes the priests they just like you, the younger kids, a lot of energy, look very nice, cute, look like us, long hair, look like a girl. They really a lot of priests like us. They change the gongguo, the fruit of God.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. They just bring that, oh, come, give you eat. Then they just talking to you, talking with you. It's for me, they're talking to you a lot, as how to, like a Chong, Bing Master Bing, do you remember the Chong Ye?
Chong Ye, yes.
Chong.
Yeah.
Yes, look at that guy.
He always,
yeah.
He's a 朝拜殿,龙虎殿.
Yes.
By the first gate of the temple.
Yeah, the first gate of the temple. He's we always like visit that guy. He always talking with us. A lot of priests always like that. Either we go to Zhixiao Purple Temple, some no, the priests no also like us. Hi. If you ask, they always very nicely talking with you.
I remember it's older nuns, Dao Gu. When he see us, always call us, 大英雄, big hero. Yeah, we like her so much.
Yeah. Because I'm more social, you can see Master, you Shifu, me, more social, like talk. I go see everyone just like talk. Then everybody like me, just talk with me.
Yeah. What are either of your favorite forms when you were at the school? Did you have like parts of the curriculum that were
favorite forms? Yeah, we of course don't like the Deepening, and we like. I like the Xuan Jian. The Xuan Jian is one is practiced by ourselves. We like it. When we practice as a group, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And Tai Chi, I think the most fun when we do by ourselves. I like it. like Tai Chi Chuan.
Yeah.
And the Zhuai Long Hua Chuan, I like it. Oh, yeah, the first one, Ba Xian Guen. Ba Xian Guen, I always like it. Doesn't matter group or individual.
Yeah. What do you like
those are
about
forms we
practicing?
like.
What do you like about practicing by yourself more than the group?
Oh, because I can control the rhythm. I want fast or slow. I want to take a break here or not. So this go with the own pace. Yeah, in a group, you always need a catch to others. Most time it's too fast.
Okay.
In the group, yeah.
Yeah, for me, just like Master Zhong say, because of the group, we not really like it. You know why? They're not like a performing or not like a practice. Because of the everything, if you practice with the group, you have to carry the team. You know, the movement fast, everybody have a fast. Slowly, everybody have the slowly. It's very, very difficult for us. Either you just finish the form, you don't know what you're doing. You know, like a Demon form, we say like, okay, 20 times, you just look at, you don't know what you're doing. Why we like practice yourself? You practice stuff, you can feel it, really thinking about the form. For me, my first form, I think beginning of the Xuan Gong Quan, also it's like 4 people. We practice for performing. It's okay. Then another form is Xing Yi. You know, Xing Yi also like a group. As I start my other form, I start the Da Dao, the big Pu Dao, the big Dao. Because that time, you know, I think we are Wudang, the Kung Fu team, a lot of Kung Fu brothers that left. You know, they left Wudang. Then we need a new Kung Fu team. New Kung Fu team, they need someone practice the Pu Dao for performing. I saw it. Oh, it's so cool. I just bring someone. You know, they take break. I think you with someone as Angang. I forgot. It's another Kung Fu brother. You guys performing that. Then you bring.
Oh, I did perform that. Yes.
Yeah, you and Angang. I think you owe Angang. I forgot.
Angang.
Yeah, I just brought this brown sword. Just, you know, I just look at that how to practice. I just copy it. Then after Master Zhong come to here, he look. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Then I think Sam is you owe Angang. Sam wants the maybe go owe Yin. I forgot. Brother go or brother Yin. I forgot. Someone still to teach me the Pu Dao. Then it's my first form. Then later, yesterday, after that, you know, then we go to the 对练, you know, 2 people as another brother use the
with Xuan, right?
Zhong Xuechao, yes. Chen Zhimin, another 2 Kung Fu brother, you know, like my partner. They use spirit, I use the brown sword, I do it. You know, I start to do that too. Then later, you know, Xing Yi, because I do that before. Actually, for me, I love Xing Yi. You know, the Xing Yi power is so good. Yeah. Of course, we practice on the road. I remember, you know, on the road every morning, you know, in the night, we practice Xing Yi on the road. Sometimes it's too tight, too long. Everybody is like that. No one to use the energy. But by myself, you know, I like it because the power is so good. Also, there's 2 forms. And then I still like the Fuhu form. The form of Fuhu also show a lot of power. And the Xuanwu,
yes.
The Xuanwu form, it's a lot of power. I still to do that. Later, I start to performing this form, like Xing Yi, and sword also is 对练, sword 对练. The 2, my partner is like a fighting, like a 2 sword. Also, I started to do the horse tail. Then I have my own form. Of course, I was in Kung Fu team not too long. Later, I go back to temple. You know, I just like a half a year. I in the team. I started to do performing around like 2 years. It's just too late a bit, you know. Then later, I have my own form. Sometimes I performing not like a Fuhu. I think I still Xing Yi and Xuan Gong. And the Da Dao, Pu Dao, the Pu Dao, and the Pu Dao 对练, and the horse tail. Then later, I'm okay, but you know, as you live in the school, still have to pay money for food. I remember, still have to pay money for food. The Master Zhong said, okay, you don't need to pay the class fee, but you still have to pay food. I don't have money. I don't have a choice. Then, I come because I have not like a real brother, like a cousins like that. It's like a far away. My uncles, something like kids. They work for government. They help me, go to the temple, be a priest. Because this time you want to be a priest, also a difficult. What's difficult? You need a relationship. They know that anyone come to the temple, they take you in. Because this time is a special time.
What do you think of that, Master Bing? So Shifu talked a little bit, several things, but he talked about, Shifu, I think some of your favorite forms are the ones where you express the most power. Whether it's Xingyi or Fu Hutuan, you really get that, that explosive straight line power. Master Bing, are some of your favorite forms, are they also the ones where you feel the most power, or are they something different that you emphasize in your favorites?
Yeah, to me, the Fu Hutuan is the most explosive power, and the Xingyi Chuan maybe is a shorter form. So I like all the form actually. If we practice by ourselves. Then the Ba Xian Guen, if any form I think you practice it right, then you will like it. It's not about the form. It's you put it the right way to practice the form. So if we practice by yourself, the other form is good.
Yeah. The Master Bing, the other form looks all good, all beautiful. Very, very beautiful, yeah. So because we all the different personality, then you practice your personality, everything in the form. For me, it's the same.
Yeah.
My form, yeah. Sometimes
they are connected each other. They help each other. They are similar, very similar.
Very similar. We all the form is similar. But sometimes you feeling different. Like a Master Zhong student, my student, sometimes why is here different? Because of the form we practice, all we have we only personality. Sometimes think a little bit different, or application. Now why we use different, also change a little bit, but the form all different. Yeah.
Can you say more about that? How does your, each of you's individual personality affect the way that you practice and teach the forms that you teach?
The form I practice, I like to go smooth, not like use the force, use the natural force. One form make it look like power, but also go smooth. So not just power and have light. So I will always work on the go flow and smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes or someone watch our show, you can go YouTube. So Master Bing's, smooth, nice. My personality. Someone say, wow. Sometimes like like a dog. It's like a power. Because of the personality different, you can see sometimes I laughing so loud, talking so loud. It's my personality. Sometimes I'm slowly. Sometimes we do the show. Sometimes everyone, Shifu, today you're so calm and down. Tomorrow, wow, you're so loud, energy come up. It's me, because I like sometimes I like the soft. Okay, I'm feeling good. Like a Taiji. Someday I just love Taiji, like the meditation. I'm feeling so beautiful, so nice. But someday I just like the power, how body like power, like all the anger, not like anger out, like feeling so cool, so strong, so power, like yin yang, like everything like that, It's my feeling. Of course, we all the Kung Fu brother, you see, everybody different. Little bit, you feeling different, but the form you do, it's the same. It's same. But if you feeling everything different, you can see the personality. That's called yeah.
Does it also work the other way around? How has your Kung Fu practices, how has that influenced your personality? What has Kung Fu taught you about yourself or about life?
Sometimes if you get the right idea, you will then you apply to the forms, then you have more confidence, and sometimes you change the personality.
How so?
That's what.
Yes, absolutely. The form, if you do good way, that can change your personality. Yes. Do the right way, like do Tai Chi, do Qigong, all the stuff. Like, a lot of people say personality like as gene, from gene. But if you do right way, it can change. But some another way for me, the form, we call the earth, what can change. You can learn a lot stuff from the earth. What's the earth? Like Chinese called 坚持不懈. What's 坚持不懈? And keep can practice, you have a very strong mind power. Like someone always you like to give up. Like sometimes, I know. If you can practice Kung Fu, have the sticks, keep you not give up. Then later you have very strong mind. You're very, very strong, because you have to do it. You're feeling like we hike a mountain. Sometimes you hate the metal. Don't tell it. I know when to go. But if you really just keep doing, hiking on the top, you can feeling like, I did so good. This is practice that like a thing, I like this feeling, but sometimes. Really, if you learn the Tai Chi, Kung Fu, your whole life, I know your whole life can change a lot. If you can have the habit, okay, every day, I know every day, each week, you can do the 2 days or 3 days, just like 3 hours or 4 hours each week. If you can keep like 1 year or 2 years, your life, everything totally change. For Daoist Master Bing, I know Master Bing. For me, we think like the same. We know like the student always just keep like one class a week. That's for us. It's okay. For us, it's okay. All students we like to teach you, but always the one class a week. This student always just keep like a few months and run away. Maybe some just 1 month. For some just few class and run away because. They can have the habit, the habit. It's difficult to have the habit. Then it's not have any benefit. All the form we call the change your body structure. Change your body foundation, everything. You have the Chinese with idiot. We say what you can be 2天打鱼3天晒网. What it means? You can be just like 2 days. To catch the fish, hunting fish, then 3 days, do nothing. It's not work. It's not work like that. Chinese, that means, what's the meaning? You can't be just like each week, just do one class, they can change everything. It's not change. Because you just change your body structure a little bit, then another 6 days, they come back again. As the form, as change our foundation structure, then change, you can get your body, the shape, everything different. Either the power, the habit, everything can change. So we like students keep 1 class a week, 2 class or 3 class a week. We're very happy about that. I know, must be.
Yeah, you better do every day. Train every day.
It's good,
best.
But in US, it's too difficult for people every day.
Yeah, it was pretty eye-opening the first time I started to train every day. The change in the feeling of the movements and how my body actually adjusted to it. It's definitely true. Your body doesn't appreciate it the same way if you just train every few days. You talked about the personality and the development of a person. You both have been teaching, for a while now. What are some of the things that you really try to cultivate, really try to develop in your students as far as their personalities, as far as their character? What do you like to work on for your students in that way?
So far, I like those forms, so I want to share to the people. I think it's not to get to the level of changing the personality, because the trend is not. I think it's not enough. Actually, need to train every day, train enough amount of time so you can change the personality.
How much time, in your opinion, is necessary for that?
Oh, let's say every day, 1 or 2 years every day.
Yeah.
So you just do the 1 or 2 form.
Yeah. For us, Sam, because of the culture, we are training in Wudang. The first year and the second year, we just learn 3 forms. Sometimes just 2 forms. In US, it's difficult for student. Maybe 2 classes, if you not teach the new, like a new movement, the student think, oh, the teacher not like me. Oh, the teacher forgot me. Like that. You have the other, give something new, always something new, they like it. But training the arts, the skill, absolutely not like that. You have to, a traditional teacher, you have to do one movement good, like one form very good, then we can continue another form. But one not good is wherever we teach you how many forms, or you can catch it. You can catch it inside. That's because we teach a form, not just a form. It's the earth. Either the inside, you have feeling the earth, think about the earth. What do you idea about the earth? It's the earth. Remember, it's earth. Not just like, go to the school. Okay, the morning, another habit. Okay, done another habit, whatever. You catch or not catch. But the earth is different. You have to compete again. Each time you compete, you're feeling different. As for that, we want to talk to students. Just like you guys, I told you. You say, oh, you just practice one form. Always I can talking to you something new. You can catch something new. You can feeling different and new. It's always like that. Like a student, I finished the form. Okay, I got the form. I can be a master. It's not like that. Oh, I can be a teacher. I can teach another student. It's not like that. You have to really catch the form. So what is the meaning for you? What do you idea? What do you think? Then you can really understand the form.
Yeah. So just to, for my own understanding, while I have you here, it kind of seems like the first level is just knowing the movement, knowing the form, knowing a couple movements. Then it's knowing more details and application, understanding the meaning. And then once you get through that, then you can start to talk about changing the personality, changing your character, and that sort of thing. It's a very deep level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So when you say the forms change your character, that one other follow-up that I had for that is, do you feel that the way that the forms change someone's character, if they are practiced in this way every day for a long time, years even, does that correspond to something like the 5 elements or Bagua? Does it correspond to the elements that, for Xingyi, for example, we work with the 5 elements, and in any martial art, we work with the 5 elements. So do certain forms develop certain qualities based on that, Wuxing, 5 elements?
Me, I didn't go think about those. Like my master Zhong, well, he see me to not enough power and too soft. He give me a big weapon, a big shovel. Let me practice. He wanted me be stronger, and we want to be not always too soft. So if I always use force a lot, then really changing my personality, not always soft. So one of me be more strict. So this is the way I see how to change that. It works. This is how I see to change the personality.
So finding balance through the training.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, a lot of stuff, I was travel a lot. In the school, in Wudang, I don't think so. I learned much than Master Bing. Master Bing learned a lot, absolutely, in Wudang, more than me. I was learn a lot of different stuff. I was being a priest, Daoist priest in the temple, and I was traveling a lot, temple to temple. For me, later I just think about I combine with the martial arts with Daoism, everything. Always, because I met a lot of different masters. We always talking about that. For me, 5 elements. Five elements is philosophy. Everything is philosophy. The philosophy you can put them everywhere, not just one form. All the forms they have philosophy. If just you need you put it there. Of course, all the form, like we say yin yang kind of like a brass in, brass out. It's kind of like a yin yang. Wherever go to the internal kung fu, all different kung fu, all have a brass, just that's different. If you were talking about the internal, of course, you practice kung fu, practice all good for your body. But have a little bit not too crazy. With crazy practice, just like all the muscle, I want to be crazy, I want to be the best, I want to be the something like that. Don't be like that. That's like hurt your mind, hurt your body, like a lot of muscle. Just it's good looking muscle, but the inside has a half problem. Everything is the balance. We practice the kung fu, good for body, good for health. Of course, we have 5 elements, 5 organs. It's same. Your body, everything health. Your breath, everything good. Your 5 organs, getting healthy, getting good. It's an exercise, just like an exercise. Yeah.
Awesome. So just to switch gears a little bit, Shifu wanted to ask you if you remember when you first came to Wudang, anything that Master Bing taught you in particular. You talked about the stick, but apart from the stick, if you remember anything, I know it was perhaps a long time ago.
Yeah, I was Master Bing, I just remember about Master Bing have a good life. We everything look at the Master Bing because they a Kung Fu team living in the Purple Temple. They have very good food. They have bread. Have every morning we just go, oh, Xiong, we want to buy some bread. Sometimes they have few Kung Fu brothers help us buy some bread. Because for way they know so the temple they don't have enough bread. Usually they how many priests they just cook food how many, not over too much. If always a lot of people to buy the bread, they don't have enough bread. We just not jealousy, oh, look at that. They have very good life. They live in temple. They have good food, like that. When was Master Bing, we met because Master Bing, we not like a girl. She's very soft, everything very nice. We just laugh and sometimes they talk. Of course, after we with Master Bing, we have a very good relationship before I go. We kind of like the same Kung Fu team. Like every day, also, I'm a kid leader. I also are the kind of like a kid leader and a brother. Master Bing also, she's the big brother, big Kung Fu brother. She hired us, and she's the biggest. All the Kung Fu brother who the teacher, the Kung Fu team, everybody gone. Just Master Bing there, the leader asks for you. Then we always, punch the candle, I think Master Bing, you remember? We have the candle, fire, punch the candle,
Yes.
Yes. We always do the stuff, together eating, yes, it's do a lot of stuff. because Master Bing, I have another, we say good memory, because in the school, it's really, really hard to think about the good memory. Just with, the good memory always just take a break for us, back in the mountain. Or sometimes can drink a beer, eating the special food, like a holiday, we have special food. That's for us, it's a good memory. Another time, we all stress just for practice. We just think, for us, take a break one day, watch a movie, you just like, oh my gosh, this is so good life. Because I'm born from Henan province. It's because my province all eating the flour, it's a lot of bread. Usually no eating rice. But in Wudang, always eating rice. For me, the bread is like, oh my gosh, bread, so good. If we can have a bread for breakfast, if each day can eat one bread, so feeling like a so good life. That's for us at the time, I don't know, Master Bing maybe have another good memory. For me,
no, I always like the temple's bread, the mantou. Always like it. Yeah, they somehow made a taste very good. It's from Xiaogong.
Yes. That's us. So for me, also of course, sometimes for beginning, just like Bing, Master Bing, Bing 师兄 said, it's a beautiful Wudang. For us, beginning we go there like that, like, oh my gosh, look at the temple, so beautiful. We just want to spend the time, sometimes visit the temple. Of course, 1 year, the first half year, so good, everything beautiful. After the year, everything for us like, temple, everything same, nothing special, But for me now, it's a feeling like I might love my life better than before. Someone said, do you want to come back like before, like school life, or like I said, sorry, I never. And for me, I never. I don't want to come back to this life. I enjoy who I am now.
You both have traveled all over the world teaching. Like, can you both talk a little bit about what it's like to come from very hardworking, simple, it sounds like day in, day out, doing the same sort of training. What it's like to go from that to traveling all over the world. What are some of your favorite places or some of your favorite things to see when you travel to teach students?
Yeah, for me, I visit many places in the United States. I always like before the seminar, after seminar, I visited some nature mountain, nature places. Sometimes I went to Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, Yosemite. In the West, in Maine, I went to Maine, and in the middle went. I went to Arkansas. So always has a very beautiful place. The air is actually cleaner than China. Yes, of course.
It looks like a very beautiful place that you are now. I'm sure our viewers want to know a little bit more where you're at now.
Right now, okay. Right now I'm in my school. My school is a temple ground. So this 20 minutes drive to the town. And Chen Sixin Kung Fu School over this mountain. Chen Siyu Huilang Guan over this mountain. Purple Heaven Temple over this mountain, 4 hours hike. 5 Dragon Temple over this mountain, 3 hours hike.
Oh, 3 hours hike. Wow.
Yeah, 3 hours hike. And,
do you remember this area?
Yes. But Master Bing, Master Bing, no, he lived in the area. I don't know. I never been there. But what did he say? He told me all I remember. Yeah.
Jin Taping.
Yeah. I never been here. But Master Bing, talking to you and US, I think you supposed more enjoy where you living now. You supposed more enjoy your school now. It's looking very beautiful, very nice, you know.
Yeah, this is temple ground. That's called Ningxu Guan.
Ningxu Guan. Oh.
Ningxu Guan actually here's the main hall now just bamboo, and the stones was 600 years ago.
Oh.
It's the center land of the whole. So the buildings are gone. The farmers build a house here. The farmers build houses here. Here are the temple houses, temple buildings.
Master Bing have a very nice place now.
It's the front there. And it's a little creek. Okay, here's a good feng shui too. You can see there's a mountain back, and there's like a pro in like a ball in the front, and a green dragon, white tiger on the side. So then there's a water on front. So it's a good feng shui, very beautiful feng shui here.
Yeah, we can tell. Thank you.
The temple is gone.
Thank you for showing us your school.
Now, Master Bing, he's I think Master Bing say US. I will compare where I think Master Bing someone watch the show and someday can come to the Master Bing's school, go visit, training like a month, few months. Will be very, very nice. You know, I believe here very, very good. It's look very, very nice.
It's a meditation house.
Yeah, meditation house. Look at that
house.
Wow. Who are you? Your student?
We wrote, my students. It's a reading book. And this is my school's name, Ningxu Daoyuan.
Ningxu Daoyuan, yeah. It's nice.
Yeah. There's
Master Bing's internet is not good.
Maybe it's the moving around.
Around, is a connection not really good. Yeah. It's very nice.
So
look at that.
I better stay one place.
Yeah, well, we appreciate the tour. I'm sure our viewers do as well.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. That's for me. You know, you say where is the place? For me, you know, I'm more comfortable. You know, I travel a lot. Yes, you know, all the Europe, everywhere. It's different feeling. You know, I have my only the center. I have students that come to here. They can feeling a real culture. If I travel to somewhere teach, you just like a master go there teach. Of course, I like to traveling. Traveling always students treat me very well, like a big master, you know. Good food, take care of you, very, very good, everything, you know, around you. Oh, it's amazing. But, you know, for us, it's good. Of course, if I travel teach, it's good for students, convenient for them. If they really want to feel the culture, feeling like you know, it's a spirit. You have to come. I say no, you have to come. Find the time, come to us. You know, I say Master Bing's travel teach. If you really like with Master Bing's life, what you look like, come to Master Bing's center, the center. Me is the same. I say okay, come to my center. You know, we can training, we can eating together. We really can enjoy everything together. You know, what's the you was here a few times. We eating here, talking about philosophy, talking about the medicine, everything. It's real stuff, you know.
It's a different experience to go, someplace and to actually live it than it is to just, read about it or just practice, at your house. It's definitely, you hear different conversations, you see eat the food, it's just a different depth, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it's a different. Master Bing also a good cook. I'm a cook, okay. Master Bing is a good cook too. I remember I was in the school. He's few times he cooked food because he think the cook the food no good. He just cook. Yeah.
That's awesome, Shifu. You're a good cook, though. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. No, absolutely. I forgot not like a talent. I forgot a lot of stuff,
Yeah. So I think that's probably about all the time we have for today. Thank you both for being here. This is an amazing opportunity, to see the school and to talk with two masters here. So thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shubo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Okay, Bing is very, very nice. Maybe future we can maybe talking about another topic or something like a specific topic. It's a Master Bing. I always talk for me, Master Bing very, very true. Very, very humble for me. It's why we know. We love the Kung Fu brother. They open bigger school. They make a lot of money. For me, I like because with personality, I'm like a free, like a simple stuff. Master Bing, he's the business why another people hope. I think I believe someone hope Master Bing. Also, Master Bing just do the hard work. We know do the trick stuff. That's why we not successful. No, we successful a different way. Okay, because we more truth, and we can that's why we you can see we talking to Master Bing. We always talking, either laughing sometimes always talking all the truth here. No have a trick. I think in future we can find another topic with Master Bing. Talking.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Good. Okay,
well, if you like that, definitely make sure you like and subscribe to our channel.